Let's go. Let's go. Mic check. Mic check. All right. Loud and clear. Let's see if anybody shows up on this YouTube live. Been doing it. Instagram live has been often, but this is something I'm doing after years. But let's go. I don't have a encoder yet. But what's up? All right. Unboxing 09 is live. We will do a Q&A in a bit. I'll put up a story. Let's wait for guys to join in. We'll give it 2 more minutes. Hello, 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 Unboxing 07. All right, let's go. All right, hi, happy Sundays. We are live on YouTube. In case you haven't, you can click the link and join us there. See you. All right, hi, happy Sundays. We are live on YouTube. In case you haven't. Have been watching you for 7 years. Thank you so much, sir. If you have any questions, get ready. We'll do some Q&A. मुझे बस ये जानना है कि यार if there is a way I can probably add one of you in a call or do it a bit more interactive instead of just I being on the camera. You know what? I can actually make a Google Meet link and then and then probably make it public at the we can do that. Anyway, let me just quickly first put up the story so that anybody who misses the live update can have access to it. Let's go. If you all have any questions, if you all have any queries that you would want to go live for, you can get ready with your questions or even be prepared to be live with me visually. So yeah, I am going to set the Google Meet link up. Click here to join. Let's go. All right, let's go. Cool. Some stories live. All right, what's up? Any questions? This is the topic of the day I have put up. Kya hai bhai topic of the day? Confidence. Then let's see, what are the topics of the day? I guess dating, loneliness, confidence, and hang on. Yeah, mental health. All right, cool. Please let us know why your coupon code doesn't work while buying. Which code? Jahind the 10 works. Jahind the 10 still works. Jahind, wait, let me check which coupon codes are working. Hang on, let's check. Jahind. Yeah, Jahind works. Then Jahind 10 also works. No, Jahind 10 is discontinued. Jahind works. You can use the code Jahind and you'll get the discount. So yeah, Jahind 10 is also working. I just checked. Yeah, Jahind 10 also works. So yeah, both the coupon codes are working. How to control our mind and face every situation with confidence. These are very interesting. Yeah, Jai Hind 10. JAY नहीं है यार, वो JAI है. Jai Hind नहीं है, वो Jai Hind. JAI 10. 10. It works. Try it out. अभी try करो, देखो if it works or not. I'll fix it if it doesn't work. And let me also, आपका क्या नाम है? Amitanshu Mishra. Let me see if I can do something so that I can get you on board and make this a lot more interactive. Yeah, let's just do that. Contact Men's Essentials. Okay, and then we go Google. Where is the meet here? Oh my good lord. मैं आपको लाइव चैट में लेने वाला हूँ इसमें, ताकि we can get to know the nuances of your issues and then we can address it in a bit more detailed manner. Should be fun, and that's what we'll get into. The question is interesting question: how to control our mind and face every pin करते हैं इसको, and face every situation with confidence. Let's see. Google Meet link. Google Meet link. Google Meet link. New meeting, create an instant meeting. This should be fun. Nice, very nice. All right. So I've copied the link here, and I'm going to hang on. I'm putting it on the chat. Now, you join the meeting link, I'll add you in, and then we can do this thing a bit more interactively. That should be more fun. ठीक है, ऐसे में आपको कॉन्टेक्स्ट समझाना होगा और कॉन्टेक्स्ट लिखते लिखते आप फिर बोर हो जाओगे. So let's get to it. It should be fun. Anybody who has any questions, send me the link to the meeting and I will add you in, and we'll do this for a bit. We have an hour. Should be fun. So let's go. All right. Let me quickly check the settings. It's been a while. All right, cool. Chalo, let's go. जब तक आप आ रहे हो तब तक we can start the brief of it if we can. How to control our mind and face every situation in confidence. See, the thing with the trick with the confidence is कि आपको सारी situations के लिए confidence नहीं चाहिए होती है. ठीक है, आपको confidence चाहिए होती है सिर्फ किसी एक situation के लिए, और उस एक situation का confidence can leak into other situations या फिर other, क्या यूज किया आपने, सिचुएशन यूज किया, अदर टास्क और एक्टिविटीज एट हैंड एज वेल. अब आप अपने लाइफ में हर दिन ऐसा कौन सा काम कर सकते हो विच विल सेट योर टोन ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस और टोन फॉर कॉन्फिडेंस. एक कोई भी ऐसी एक्टिविटी विच इज वेरी नेचुरल टू यू जो आप कर सकते हो राइट आफ्टर वेकिंग अप, एटलीस्ट सुबह उठने के 4 घंटे के अंदर. वो एक काम जो आप कर सकते हो विच विल गिव यू इंस्टेंट शिफ्ट इन योर कॉन्फिडेंस. दैट इज समथिंग यू विल हैव टू फोकस ऑन डूइंग एवरी डे, ताकि आपका कॉन्फिडेंस हर दिन कायम रहे. नाउ द थिंग इज, जितना कंसिस्टेंटली आप वो चीज प्रैक्टिस करोगे, द थिंग दैट गिव्स यू कॉन्फिडेंस ऑन दैट स्पेसिफिक डे, उतनी ही ज्यादा आपकी ओवरऑल कॉन्फिडेंस का बेस लेवल बढ़ते जाता है. अगर मानो स्केल में 1 से 10 तक का स्केल है, 1 यूनिट से 10 यूनिट तक, अगर आपका कॉन्फिडेंस अभी उस स्केल में 5 या फिर 6 लेवल पे है, अगर आपने इस 5 या 6 लेवल को अगर हर दिन एक कॉन्फिडेंट एक्टिविटी करके सुबह उठने के 4 घंटे के अंदर 30 दिन के लिए या 90 दिन के लिए ट्राई किया, यू विल नोटिस द डिफरेंस इन योर बेस लेवल कॉन्फिडेंस शिफ्ट फ्रॉम लेवल 4 या 5 टू 6 या 7. उसके बाद क्या हो जाएगा, 3 महीने में अगर आपने ये चीज करी, 3 महीने तक अगर आपने हर दिन वो कॉन्फिडेंस वाला खेल किया, देन by the end of the third month you will notice आपका बेस कॉन्फिडेंस इज नाउ अ डिजिट अ यूनिट हायर. अब अगर आपने वो काम करना छोड़ दिया तो फिर योर कॉन्फिडेंस विल ड्रॉप डाउन अगेन. बट दैट्स द वे you can psychologically hack your confidence, by doing things that are confidence giving and not just sitting and waiting for it to happen. Problem arises आजकल इंस्टाग्राम या सोशल मीडिया पे लिख के लोगों को लगता है कि मुझे सारी चीजों पे कॉन्फिडेंट एक ही बार में होना होगा, नहीं तो फिर what's the point? That's not how confidence works. Hey bhai, I'm struggling with attachment issues. Can you suggest something for me? These are very interesting questions. We can do some of it. Yes, coming after a long time, we can do some of it live. 4 years, currently 35 years with a BA degree, no GF mental. Yes, exactly. These questions, link मैं ये tag कर दे रहा हूँ, मैं pin कर दे रहा हूँ ये comment. Replace the pinned message. Now मैं जो pin message किया है, that is a Google Meet link. If you, I would want more context, ठीक है, ताकि I can answer your these personal details a bit better. जो एक generic vague question है, that I can answer a lot more organically, but the more detailed the question gets, the more I will need you live to answer. So join the Google Meet का link. I'll get a notification here. I'll start sharing the screen and we'll sit and talk for 15 minutes ताकि आपको सही में कुछ रिजल्ट दिखे, आपको सही में कोई क्लैरिटी मिले. नहीं तो फिर ऐसे टाइम पास कंटेंट बना के फिर you'll just not help you. If I give you a generic advice, like for example, if you want to know about the confidence thing, knowing what part of your life you're struggling with in terms of confidence will help me give you a directional output to that area of your life. राइट, इंस्टेड ऑफ जस्ट सेइंग कि अच्छा आपको कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए शायद डेटिंग में, शायद दोस्त बनाने में, शायद फिटनेस में, शायद करियर में, किस चीज़ में कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए, राइट? उस चीज़ की भी मुझे कॉन्टेक्स्ट जानना ज़रूरी है, सो दैट आई कैन टेल यू व्हाट कैन यू डू इन द वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेप टुवर्ड्स being more confident in that area or space of your life. Anyway, how to control, okay, control our mind, again, that two different things. Controlling our mind is a very, how to control your mind is just as generic and bullshit as how to become rich. ठीक है, ये दोनों शब्द बहुत ही बेकार है. You can never control your mind and you can technically never hack your way into getting rich. All the successful businesses have figured out a problem to solve, and that problem solving has made them rich in that way. Or every successful CEO has figured out how to add the value to a company, and therefore their degree of value addition has made them richer or successful. If you directly chase the out this will how to control your mind, you can never control your mind. Your mind is a thing of its own. The whole goal is how to not get affected by the thoughts that my mind thinks of all the time. How do I create a distance between me and my mind? That is the only way you can control your mind. If you really want to control your mind, you have to stop being attached to your mind. How do you do it? Well, there is a thing called meditation. There is a thing called meditation. There is a thing called this, which is not therapy, but getting objectivity, getting knowledge of some sort, which can probably get your mind to shut. And when your mind is shut, then that is the time when you suddenly think of things clearly, you get objective, and clarity kicks in. So many layers to it. Again, I'm just giving you very vague upar ka answers to it, but I'll want more. Yeah, I'm out at the moment. Thank you for the information. Okay, good, fair enough. भाई आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम, आई थिंक मैं अभी ये ज़्यादा, एटलीस्ट मैं ये संडे को कर सकता हूँ क्योंकि मेरे लेक्चर्स होते हैं. मैं लेक्चर्स के बाद ये भी एक कर सकता हूँ. कुछ तो जाए चैनल पे, ठीक है. ओ वाह, 111, वेरी नाइस. कुछ तो जाए चैनल पे, क्योंकि रेगुलर वीडियोस भी शूट हुए हैं 2-3, बट वो एडिट करने में मुझे थोड़ा टाइम लग रहा है. बट आई थॉट आई पुट समथिंग आउट देयर. सो दिस इज अ लॉट मोर प्रैक्टिकल कि एटलीस्ट हर संडे 1 घंटे का एक लाइव स्ट्रीम हो जाए, ताकि आई कैन गेट टू नो योर रियल प्रॉब्लम्स. आई कैन इवन गेट सम कंटेंट आइडियाज फ्रॉम इट, and I can help you all with it. Anyway, anybody wants to join the live session? I have sent the link. I have pinned the link in the, yeah, I pinned the link in the chat box. Click it and join it so that you all could be a part of this stream. दिख रहा है क्या? पिन किया हुआ कमेंट में दिख रहा है? Just let me know अगर दिख रहा है कि नहीं दिख रहा है. Anyway, और कोई generic सा question that I can probably answer, which will help a lot of other guys in the room too. Hey, I'm struggling with attachment issues. Can you suggest something to me? I'm 29-year-old, never been in a relationship, can't focus on career, on life. If you have, what is this attachment issue if you have never been in a relationship? Like you were attached to somebody without even being in a relationship? Was it an infatuation, or you liked somebody, you had a crush, she moved on? What happened? Again, context. I cannot tell you what it is if I don't know the entire context. Next question is by Partha Sharma. Prepared for UPSC, 4 years, currently 25-year-old with a BA degree, no girlfriend, financially distressed, feeling boxed in day by day with a raging anger to break free of loneliness. What is your, again, I need more context, but this is what I would want you to answer me a bit more clearly. You can use the comment and type it down. What is it that is bothering you the most right now? Do you think it is the no girlfriend thing? Do you think it is the financial distress situation? What is it? What is boxing you out the most? If you're financially well off, family wise, and if you can probably, if you're figuring out your career on your own and it's not that taxing on you, then sure, it's not that big of a deal. You're figuring it out. But maybe being lonely and not having a girlfriend is probably bothering you more, because that's what you have written it down, right? Like you're feeling a raging anger to break free from this loneliness. So that if that's more of a pressing question, then we can directly get into loneliness and we cannot talk about the other distressed things. But you have to be very clear on it. Is that the biggest distressor you have, or something else? We'll get to it once you reply, then we can get to the detail of it. What else? Hello, sir. How can I stop procrastination? Procrastination could be stopped by English. To stop procrastination, you first have to stop trying very hard to stop procrastination, if that makes any sense. The thing with procrastination, or the thing with our mind, our discipline part of the mind, is ki बहुत ही छोटा मसला है यार हमारे दिमाग का, डिसिप्लिन या फिर जो मोटिवेशन वाली चीज होती है ना, लोग मोटिवेटेड फील करते हैं। आप हर दिन चाहो तो खुद को मोटिवेटेड फील करा सकते हो, बट वो मोटिवेशन या वो डिसिप्लिन बहुत ही छोटे से चीज के लिए होता है। आपको अपने दिमाग को ये चीज ओके, somebody say what? Are you still there? Of course I'm there. No, okay, nobody joined in. Anyway, so the question is कि the trick is to convince your mind to do a very simple task, which is not as simple कि it will not put you in a forward momentum, but a task that is simple but challenging enough for you to get going. अगर आपको सुबह उठ के ही 10 चीजें करनी है, आपका डिसिप्लिन उतना स्ट्रांग है ही नहीं कि आपको 10 चीजें करवा दे। आपको डिसिप्लिन आपको सिर्फ एक चीज करवा सकता है। अब खेल ये होता है कि जब आप वो एक चीज करने लगते हो, या फिर जैसे जैसे आप वो एक चीज खत्म करने के पास आ जाते हो, दैट one thing on its own puts you in a forward momentum to do other things in that order of event or in that particular day. आपको अपने दिमाग को उस चीज के लिए थोड़ा सा कन्विंस करना है कि भाई बस एक ही चीज करनी है मुझे। मैं प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट इसलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैंने 4 चीज का गोल उठा लिया, या फिर शायद आप प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट इसलिए कर रहे हो क्योंकि आपको शायद असाइनमेंट करना है, कोई एग्जाम आ रहे हैं, पढ़ाई करना है कोई, लेकिन आपको बिल्कुल मन नहीं कर रहा। दैट्स द पॉइंट, राइट? मन ही नहीं कर रहा, लेकिन बहुत जरूरी चीज है। कैसे बनाओ अपने मन को कि भाई मुझे ये जरूरी चीज करने में, मतलब it becomes easier for me to do this important task. Well, if it is very hard for you to study, or if it is very hard for you to prepare for the exam or do whatever that you have to do, give your mind a simpler task of, I will just sit and read, or I will just sit and do this assignment thing that I have for 25 minutes. Put an alarm for 25 minutes. मुझे बस 25 मिनट या 20 मिनट ही करना है, मुझे बस आधा घंटा ही करना है, उसके बाद मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है। The trick is, once you are in that task for 30 minutes, आपका मोमेंटम बन जाता है। एंड बाय द टाइम यू वुड नो, अगर 30 मिनट में मोमेंटम नहीं बना आपका, तो आप उठ जाओ। मतलब आपको अभी भी आपका दिमाग उतना शांत नहीं है, आप 10 चीजें सोच रहे हो। सो इफ दैट हैपेंस मोस्ट ऑफन, यू विल सी कि 30 मिनट में यू आर इन द फ्लो स्टेट, एंड देन यू डोंट थिंक अबाउट द अलार्म। आप अलार्म को स्नूज करके लग जाते हो अपने काम पे। बट इफ दैट इज नॉट वर्किंग, देन यू डू नीड टू डू समथिंग एल्स, समथिंग विच इज probably a little longer in duration, not just 30 minutes, but which is not directly related to your procrastinated work at play. अगर आपको काम करना है या फिर अगर आपको पढ़ाई करनी है, और अगर आप उस चीज के लिए प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट कर रहे हो, और अगर आप आधा घंटा बैठ के भी फोकस नहीं कर पा रहे हो, आपकी एनर्जी या फिर आपका डिस्ट्रैक्शन हर जगह है, देन व्हाट यू कैन डू इज wake up and go for a 1 hour run, या फिर go for 1 hour gym, 2 hour workout. Do anything focused, intentional, and for a little longer than just half an hour or whatever that it is. That is what you can see. That is where you can see a shift in your momentum, shift in your energy altogether. उसके बाद जब आप आके घर पे सेम चीज आधे घंटे का एक्सपेरिमेंट करोगे, अब देखोगे भाई अब मन लग गया, अब मैं फोकस्ड हूँ, अब मैं काम कर पा रहा हूँ। देयर आर वेज टू ट्रिक योर माइंड, and being in that forward state is a lot more easier for the discipline muscle in your head than trying to sit and be like, आज मुझे 10 घंटे की काम करना है, 10 घंटे का पढ़ाई करना नहीं हो पाएगा, उतना है ही नहीं, उतना सोच के ही सोच मतलब that thought on its own is so overwhelming, it will just not get to it. All right, anybody live here yet? Nobody joining the stream. Okay, आ जाओ join करो ताकि I can answer your question a lot more nuancedly. Anyway, let's go. What else? All right, Rishabh. Hi. Hey bro, I broke up with a girl. I had a relation of 4 years and I did a lot of things with that. Wow. And now I'm getting flashbacks of that girl every day. What should I do, man? Soon going to be a government employee. You broke up with her, then you have to now process and get over her. Will you ever get over the time that you have spent with her? Yes. जैसे जैसे दिन जाएंगे, समय जाएगा, आप उन सारे सोच विचारों से भी उभर जाओगे। अभी के लिए इट्स फ्रेश, अभी के लिए those things will be there in your memory for a bit. So what you can do right now is get busy with things जहाँ पे आप पूरा दिन नहीं वेस्ट कर रहे, वेस्ट नहीं बोलूंगा, आप पूरा दिन उन सोच में जूझ नहीं रहे, आप दिन के शायद आधा 1 घंटा ही सोच रहे हो, व्हिच इज़ फाइन। उतना तो आपको सोच आएगा ही, क्योंकि यू वर विथ हर फॉर 4 इयर्स एंड आई एम गेसिंग यू आर वेरी यंग इन दैट कॉन्टेक्स्ट। आपकी उम्र 25-23 साल से कम ही होगी या फिर वैसे ही कुछ होगी। So since you have been with somebody for 4 years, the thoughts aren't going to go. But what we can control is what amount of time do we spend on that thought? Do we give to that thought? So अगर आप दिन के 4 घंटे नहीं बल्कि आधा घंटा ही सिर्फ सोच रहे हो, 1 घंटा ही सिर्फ सोच रहे हो उसके बारे में, आप देखोगे कि भाई आप उसके बारे में काफी structured way में सोच रहे हो, which is not that bad. That is one of the healthier way for you to get over her. And why is it bad? अभी सोच तो आएंगे ना, that's a very normal thing. It's just that don't get obsessed and don't be so free intellectually and emotionally कि बस आपके जिंदगी में और कुछ नहीं हो रहा, बस उसी के सोच में आप अपना पूरा टाइम या फिर लाइफ वेस्ट कर रहे हो। It was a past, हो गया ब्रेकअप, you'll be over it in some time, don't worry about it, but now it's time for you to get busier emotionally and intellectually, ताकि आपका दिन का 4 घंटा नहीं बल्कि आधा घंटा ही सिर्फ उस सोच में इन्वेस्ट हो। How to be calm at any situation and how to be happy in life. Two different questions. By being calm, I would think you're trying to get to a state, and that state can usually come from a sense of gratitude, from a sense of thankfulness and from a sense of आभार, जो होता है ना कि भाई सही है, जिंदगी में सब कुछ सही चल रहा है। जब तक आप ये अंदर से, एक होता है बोलने वाली चीज की ना, बोलो आई एम ग्रेटफुल ग्रेटफुल, बोलने से आई डोंट थिंक एनीथिंग हैपेंस, यू हैव टू एक्चुअली इंटरनली फील इट। हाउ कैन यू फील अ सेंस ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड? वेल, देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स यू कैन डू। यू कैन प्रॉब्ली गो टू सम झाड़ जंगल पहाड़ नदी बीच वगैरह, that will make you calmer. Many people it works. Or practices like meditation, practices like religion, these things are both calming and empowering at the same time. So if you want to be calm, you have to be humbled in life, and you have to be confident about your actions. You have to be confident about your competency in life. जो बंदा कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है वो काम नहीं होगा, वो बड़ा पैसिव सा होगा। पैसिविटी इज नॉट कामनेस, ठीक है? अगर आप मुरझाए हुए हो, थोड़े डरे सहमे से हो, उसका मतलब आप काम हो ये नहीं होता। उसका मतलब ये कि आप डरे हुए हो। डर और कामनेस में फर्क है। तो पहली बात तो कॉन्फिडेंस, ताकि आप अपने आप पे भरोसा कर पाओ और अपने कैपेबिलिटीज पे भरोसा कर पाओ। और दूसरा भाई आपका सेंस ऑफ हम्बल या फिर आपका ह्यूमिलिटी या फिर आपका ग्रेटिट्यूड। दैट इज व्हेन योर कॉन्फिडेंस बैक्स योर कॉम्पिटेंस कि भाई अगर कुछ हो गया तो मैं संभाल लूंगा। एंड दैट डज नॉट गेट टू योर हेड कि यू टेक लाइफ सो सीरियसली कि भाई आप ही सब कुछ हो, आप ही भगवान हो, आप ही परमात्मा हो। नो, यू बी हम्बल, यू बी ग्राउंडेड, you deal with situations of your life as they come, but you're also very thankful and blessed about the opportunity. That's a practice, that's a thought process you'll have to be into. उसके लिए आपको अपने कॉन्फिडेंस पे और अपने कामनेस पे, दो अलग अलग चीजें हैं, दोनों पे आपको काम करना होगा। आपको जिम, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपको जिम जाके बॉडी बनानी होगी इफ यू वांट टू बी कॉन्फिडेंट, और आपको बैठ के ध्यान करना होगा इफ यू वांट टू बी काम। Both are important for two different elements of life. And once you do these two things, you'll feel a difference in your happiness as well. Hello, Bhayaji, remember me? Lots of Lare. Remember you, bro. How are you? Very well. भैया मुझे सूट सिलवाना है, सिलवाओ, बट मेक श्योर आप हमारे हिंदी चैनल के दो, मतलब द स्टाइल चैनल के आपने दोनों वीडियोस देखे हैं जिसमें बोलता हूँ सूट कैसे बनाना है। दोज आर वेरी डिटेल्ड वीडियो। अब अगर आपने देखा वो वीडियो, अच्छे से समझ लिया वो चीज, देन इट विल बी इजियर फॉर यू टू मेक गुड सूट्स फॉर योरसेल्फ। ये लिंक नहीं चल रहा, क्या क्या हो गया भाई इस लिंक को? एनीवे, लेट्स सी। हेलो, ओके, व्हाट एल्स? What dating option is better? Dating apps, Insta random follow request, or in person approach in good areas of Bangalore, or club approach, or any other? Video goes viral when approached in person. Scary. यार ये सारी चीजें थोड़ा सा it's good. Actually, it shows progress. It shows a lot of things. Like, okay, I'll not try. मैं इसमें घुस जाता तो बहुत ज़्यादा घुस जाता. You have asked a simple question. I'll answer it very simply. What dating option is better? Personally, the best option for you to do in terms of dating is through social circles. Not random or whatever, but social circles. मतलब आपका कॉलेज हो गया, आपका जिम हो गया, आपका ऑफिस हो गया, जहाँ पे भी आप फ्रीक्वेंटली जाते हो, जहाँ पे भी आप फ्रीक्वेंटली लोगों से मिलते हो, आपका जो भी ग्रुप होता है, उस ग्रुप के आसपास या फिर उस सिचुएशन में इट इज द मोस्ट इजिएस्ट एंड द मोर ऑर्गेनिक वे टू मीट पीपल, डेट और वट एवर। अब अगर आपकी ऐसी लाइफ है कि आपके ना दोस्त हैं, ना आपका सोशल लाइफ है, ना आप ऑफिस में जाते हो, आप बस वही वर्क फ्रॉम होम कल्चर चल रहा है, आप घर से काम कर रहे हो, घर पे ही रहते हो, घर पे ही सोते हो, घर पे सब कुछ करते हो, घर से बाहर निकलते नहीं, तो आपकी सोशल लाइफ ठप पड़ी पड़ी है। अब भला कैसे हम करें अपने डेटिंग सीन को शॉर्ट, डेटिंग सीन को शॉर्ट? शुड वी देन गो टू द एप्स एंड ऑल? वेल, apps used to be good जब apps were new to the market. अब apps are bit too crowded for it to make any sense. There are only a certain few cities or a certain few parts of very big cities that work well on these apps. Otherwise the apps are just loud noises. It just, जैसे YouTube पे, Instagram पे अभी, स्पेशली YouTube बिकॉज आई नो YouTube बेटर, YouTube पे अभी इतने सारे क्रिएटर्स हैं कि कंटेंट बहुत है। ठीक है, अब कंटेंट बहुत है इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि सारे कंटेंट कमाल हैं। इट जस्ट मीन्स दैट कि देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट, सो यू विल हैव टू पुट इन मोर एफर्ट इन फाइंडिंग good content for yourself. Anyway, I'll get back to this question. We have Dinesh Kumar Das joining us. Let's see. We'll add him in and we'll share the screen. How can I share the screen? There we go. Anyway, so that's the whole point कि are dating apps then in that context any better? Yes, अगर आप सही जगह पे, सही शहर में, सही पिन कोड में रहते हो तो dating apps can work. You can make a good profile, you can click great pictures. मेरे लिए dating apps has worked better when I have only lived in a certain parts of the city. Even though I live in the biggest fucking city of the country, it still doesn't work well at all the demographics that I could swipe from. So when I used to use the apps, it only worked then, or when I'm traveling. When I'm not in the country, or when I'm not in my city, when I'm in a travel friendly state, city, whatever, in those places dating apps can still be fine. Otherwise, okay, let me see if he's live yet or not. Hello, hello. Okay, I have no idea. रिक्वेस्ट आ रहा है, जा रहा है, बट दैट्स द होल पॉइंट ऑफ इट कि अगर सबसे पहली प्रायोरिटी होगी आपकी, आपका सोशल सर्कल, अगर वो नहीं हो पाया तो डेटिंग एप्स आर लेजी वे. बट आई विल नॉट इवन रेकमेंड डेटिंग ऐप टू बी सेकंड फेवरेट. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू व्हाट इज द रियलिटी ऑफ डेटिंग एप्स. The second best option would be for you to get out of your house, not do cold approach, get out of, at least start getting out of your house and go into some more social spaces. जिम जाना है, जिम जाओ, पिकल बॉल खेलो, बैडमिंटन खेलो, कुछ खेलो, कैफेज में जाके बैठ के काम करो, घर से बाहर निकलना शुरू करो. ये वर्क फ्रॉम होम कल्चर कोविड के बाद से सबकी सोशल लाइफ की बैंड हो जा रखी है. दैट्स वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट रीजंस वी आर सीइंग सच हाई राइज इन मेंस लोनलीनेस एपिडेमिक, क्योंकि सब साले घर में ही बैठे हैं, किसी को निकलना नहीं है घर से. पहले ऑफिस, एटलीस्ट लड़कों के लिए तो ऑफिस रीजन था घर से बाहर निकलने का, क्योंकि जो लड़के बेचारे पैदाइशी सोशल स्किल्स नहीं सीखे या फिर सोशलाइजिंग नहीं सीखे, वह घर से निकलने का रीजन ही नहीं ढूंढेंगे. मतलब अगर घर में ही बैठ के किसी को पैसा मिल रहा है, लाइफ चल रही है, फाइनेंसेस चल रहे हैं, तो भाई स्विगी जोमेटो भी घर पे ही आ रहा है. तो ना घर से बाहर मुझे खाने के लिए निकलना है, ना ग्रोसरी के लिए निकलना है, ना काम के लिए निकलना है. और एक लड़के के जीवन में क्या मोटिवेशन होता है? मोटिवेशन टू एक्चुअली गो आउट एंड डू खाना, काम, या फिर all these basic things. If these things are working out, then putting in effort to find a girlfriend is not in Indian culture yet. अभी thankfully थोड़ा बहुत आ रहा है, क्योंकि बात गले से बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गई है, which is good. But usually that's not how it is. Like that's not a priority of our culture per se. So if you do want to seriously find yourself a girlfriend, you'll have to get the fuck out of your house, not to find chicks out there on the street and do cold approach and then be scared कि भाई यार मेरा cold approach वीडियो वायरल हो गया. मत करो भाई. वो देख के आजकल सोशल मीडिया पे सबको बना रहे कोल्ड अप्रोच वीडियो. मतलब ये नहीं कि आपको भी करना, पहले सोशलाइजिंग तो सीख लो. अगर आपने सोशलाइजिंग सीख लिया, कोल्ड अप्रोच भी बहुत आसानी से आपको आ जाएगा. दैट्स जस्ट अ वेरी बेस लेयर ऑफ यू बीइंग अ सोशल गाय. कोल्ड अप्रोचिंग इज नथिंग न्यू फॉर एवरी सोशल गाय आई वुड नो. जो पैदाइशी सोशलाइजिंग करता है उसके लिए कोल्ड अप्रोच इज सिंपल, जाके बातें तो करनी क्या है. बट जो कभी नहीं किया ये चीज, या फिर काफी दिनों से नहीं किया, उसके लिए बहुत एंग्जाइटी, बहुत ही ज्यादा नर्वसनेस वाली एक्टिविटी आती है. तो पहले सोशलाइजिंग करो, गेट टू सोशल स्पेसेस. इफ यू डोंट हैव अ सोशल सर्कल येट, make one. Build those social skills, build your leadership skills, learn how to start a conversation, learn how to make friends in a space. That will make you both a leadership material and a very friendly, cool, casual guy. That's where we would want to be. Uske baad you can add more skill sets to your life, which is make your dating profile or learn social, like literally learn cold approaches. But club में जाके लड़कियों से बात कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ जाके, दैट इज एक्सट्रीम. उसके लिए आपको बहुत ही नुआंस, बहुत ही एम्पैथेटिक, बहुत ही कैलिब्रेटेड होना पड़ेगा, जो किताबें पढ़ के नहीं सीख सकते आप. जिसके लिए आपको बहुत ही अलग टाइप का एक्सपीरियंस, बहुत ही अलग टाइप का कोचिंग या बहुत सारी चीजें चाहिए, विच विल मेक सेंस. अदरवाइज यू कैन बी सूड. आजकल तो भाई 2 दिन दहाड़े केसेस हो रहे हैं लोग पे, लड़कों पे, लड़कियों पे, सब पे. तो फिर डोंट वांट इट टू बी दैट थिंग अगेन. सो बी माइंडफुल ऑफ इट. हाँ भाई, हाँ भाई, ओ भाई, वेर आर वी एट? ये कौन सा क्वेश्चन था भाई, मैं भूल भी गया. एनीवे, लेट्स सी. But please tell content creation and personal branding as a career for 20-year-old boy is good or not? It is good अगर आपने 20 साल के हो तो पहले पढ़ाई कर लो, मतलब पहले सीख लो. पढ़ाई मतलब you can either go to a proper institute or a university that can teach you. Nobody can teach you content creation, but the basics of filmmaking, the basics of video production, the basics of, if you want to be a content creator where you are the personality, then the basics of elocution, debates, being on camera, these things are essential for you to learn. आजकल 20 साल में सभी कैमरा खोल के कंटेंट बना रहे हैं, 35 साल तक फेमस हो जा रहे हैं, और फिर कोर्ट केस हो रहा है तो उनकी फट जा रही है, बिकॉज दे हैव नॉट लर्न द वेरी बेसिक्स ऑफ मीडिया एथिक्स. उनको पता ही नहीं है कि भाई कंटेंट के पीछे और क्या क्या चीजें हमें सीखनी होती है, क्योंकि कल अगर मैं वायरल हो गया, परसों पैसे भी आ गए, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मैं 2 दिन बाद मेरे पे कोई केस नहीं करेगा, या फिर 2 दिन बाद मैं कुछ उल्टा सीधा ना कर दूं ताकि मेरी पूरी लाइफ ही बर्बाद हो जाए. सो यू हैव टू नो द वेरी बेसिक्स ऑफ इट, यू हैव टू ट्रेन योरसेल्फ करेक्टली टू इट, ताकि आप थोड़ा सेंसिटिव रहो, थोड़ा अवेयर रहो कि भाई मैं खुद को कैसे बचाऊं, किस टाइप का कंटेंट कैसे बनाऊं, कब बनाऊं, और कब क्या कैसे बोलूं, अगर बोलना भी है तो मुझे कोई चीज. वरना फिर 2 दिन में दुकान वायरल हो जाएगा, तीसरे दिन बंद भी हो जाएगा, विच इज नॉट व्हाट आई वुड वांट फॉर यू टू बी गोइंग थ्रू. ओके. Yogesh Singha Rathod. Hello, Mayank brother. You're doing great. Thank you so much. My question is, what is the ideal routine for a college student, which I can ultimately change accordingly, but I need an idea of it. College student, what time does your college start? If your college starts early, let's say 7 o'clock your college starts, then your routine in the morning should be getting up at 6:36. Don't get up at 6:45 and go to a fucking college. That's just a very dumb idea. Wake up at least an hour before. Adat bana lo. You want a routine? I'm giving you a very ideal routine. Then figure it out. If your college starts at 7, wake up at 5:36. Wake up. Don't have your fucking phone रखो बस अलार्म के लिए. उठो, स्नूज करो, घर से बाहर निकलो. आधा घंटा भागो या फिर आधा घंटा वॉक करो, कुछ भी करो घर से बाहर फॉर 20 minutes to half an hour. Ideally, you are young, you should run. Then you can come back, take a shower, style your hair, wear your nice basics. अगर basics पहनना है तो जाओ basics के website पे teambasics.com, use the code JAHIND10 to get a discount. Wear your nice clothing, style yourself, groom yourself, then go to your lectures. You don't want to be the average guy, no? सब तो साले सो के उठ के आ रहे हैं ऐसी गंदी सी हेयर कट में, गंदे से कपड़े में, whatever, they haven't given a fuck. रात भर जगे हुए थे, पौने 7 बजे उठे होंगे 7 बजे के लेक्चर के लिए. That's just the dumbest way to, फिर क्लास में जाके सो रहे होंगे. So that's the dumbest way to approach any of these things ever in life. अब अगर मेरे लेक्चर जो हो रहे हैं, the thing that I'm studying, if my lecture starts at 8, I get up at 6 because I have to walk my dog. I have to get up at 6, I walk my dog, then I come back home, I'll meditate for an hour and a half क्योंकि वो मेरा session है. Then I'll have half an hour to prep थोड़ा बहुत for the lecture that I'll do, and then I'll get into my lecture. That's my routine. उसके बाद you come back home, 7 से 2 बजे तक हो रहा है शायद आपका क्लास. Come back home, have your lunch or go to your, एक second. Okay, come back home, have your lunch, take a nap if you want. Or by the way, सुबह जाने से पहले you can also eat something. If you don't want to eat, then you can also skip the meal altogether. सीधा 9-10 बजे खाओ जब breakfast का time होगा. Come back home, have your lunch, take a nap if you want. अगर उतनी luxury है time की तो शाम को go to the gym or play a sport or do something social or shit like that which you will enjoy. Come back home by 7:30, 7, 8, whatever, and then you have 4 hours to study for the next class or do something which is creative, work on your business ideas, whatever that you're studying, you can do all of it. इस रूटीन में आपका फिटनेस भी है, आपका मेडिटेशन भी है, आपका सुबह उठने की आदत भी है, आपका जिम भी है, आपके दोस्त भी हैं, आपकी पढ़ाई भी है. Now you can tailor it according to your needs. Okay, Parth Sharma, not financially well off, so focusing on career first, but at the same time has kept away as well. I didn't get this, but the same time has kept me away as well, makes me feel insecure. If you're financially not well off and you're also single, lonely, and all of that, first figure out ways to probably what will give you more confidence. Do you think having a girlfriend will give you more confidence, or do you think having a stable financial career will give you more confidence? It depends. Like, I'm not saying right and wrong. For some very social people, for some very empathetic men, having a partner is way more important. भाई शाहरुख खान ने पहले बीवी बनाई, उसके बाद उसने करियर बनाया. ठीक है, I mean, उसका ये नहीं कि करियर नहीं था, बट उसने पहले शादी की बिकॉज उसके लिए that was more important in that space of his life. He was what, 25, 26 years old, came from a lot of privilege, nobody is denying that, but that's how he was. So even if you do that, some people might even do that. They were like, nee bhai, I would first want to sort this part of my life. I'll want a chick, I'll want a girlfriend, and then I can build the career. Maybe that's a small percentage, but for most guys, if money is a problem, get the money and then deal with it. The more money you make, the more confidence you will eventually start getting. You'll eventually start developing, which will help you get out of your house and start talking to more people and eventually be in the process of making yourself a girlfriend. All right. Shit, this is 37 minutes. Holy fuck, it's been long. All right, let's go. Few more, 23 more minutes. Watching you from 2017, you improved my life and personality a lot. Thank you so much. Oh, most welcome. I hope I keep improving your life going forward too. Bro, what has happened to your channel after so long? It is almost dead. Only 12% on live. Lives कभी भी नहीं थे इस channel पे. That was never a thing, but it's okay. We'll get back to it. पहला live कर रहा हूँ, पहला video डाल रहा हूँ मैं 2 महीने में. तो even 27 is 27 मतलब समझते हो कितना होता है? बहुत होता है भाई. Your physique is still my favorite. Thank you so much, sir. Trying to get back to it, but yeah, I think I have reached my physical potential. Like, अब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा I can probably, I'm wearing size large by the way. So आजकल मुझे large fit होने लगा है for some reason, which is interesting. Basics का, but this is थोड़ा सा देखोगे थोड़ा सा baggy type है, but it's okay. I don't mind this. This is just a casual thing, so I don't care. But I think I have reached my physical potential in size wise and strength wise to some extent. Probably in the next 10 years I'll gain 5-6 kilos because I'm not on injections and shit. But I like to weight train for different reasons now. It's fun. It's still always be the thing I'll do till I die. But yeah, this is what I think I'll probably be even when I'm 85 or if I live that long or whatever. Anyway. How to make right decisions in life. Currently, I'm trying to switch my company, but I'm confused. Should I put paper now or stay at home in the same company for another year? You need objectivity. Do a thing when you are confused about such things, or when you're confused about decisions you would want in your life. I'll want you to take a break from the work. Take a 1 week off, or take a couple of days off if you can, and travel far off. Get a bit away from your job, your family, everything for just the small 3 to 7 days, and स्विच ऑफ योर फोन. जस्ट कीप, और मे बी डेटा ऑफ कर लो या कुछ भी कर लो. घर वालों से बोल दो कि भाई मैं सुबह शाम कॉल करूंगा, टेंशन मत लो, मुझे थोड़ा शांति चाहिए मुझे थोड़ी. यू डोंट नीड टू गो टू अ फैंसी प्लेस. पहाड़ी जाना ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कहीं भी घर के आसपास भी बहुत सारे सस्ते जगह होंगे, यू कैन गो एंड यू जस्ट बी विथ प्रॉब्ली इन अ क्वाइटर प्लेस जहाँ पे यू कैन टर्न द डिस्ट्रैक्शंस, ऑल दिस नॉइज ऑफ, एंड यू कैन लेट द थॉट्स कम टू यू ऑर्गेनिकली. आपको क्या करना है आपको पता है, आपके दिमाग में है वो चीज. इट्स जस्ट दैट इतने सारे जो आवाजें हैं उनको आपको पहले शांत करना है, और वो घर पे बैठे शांत करना काफी मुश्किल है क्योंकि एक्सेस टू द डिस्ट्रैक्शन इज अ लॉट इजियर. सो गेट आउट. 3-7 दिन का छुट्टी. डोंट स्विच ऑन योर फोन फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स. जस्ट 1-2 बार कॉल करने के लिए कि हाँ मैं जिंदा हूँ टाइप बोलने के लिए. एंड लेट योर थॉट्स कम. अगर आपको ध्यान या फिर मेडिटेशन आता है, दैट इज द बेस्ट वे टू प्रॉब्ली गेट क्लैरिटी इन लाइफ, स्पेशली इन दीज केसेस. 3 से 7 दिन दबा के ध्यान करोगे. अगर ध्यान नहीं होता, नहीं सीखा है, कोई बात नहीं. आप 3 से 7 दिन अकेला रहोगे, इवन दैट इज मेडिटेटिव. स्पेशली इफ यू कैन गो टू अ नेचर सेंट्रिक प्लेस, थोड़ा पहाड़ों में या फिर जंगलों में या फिर नदी, पानी. दीज थिंग्स कैन हेल्प यू get to yourself, आपको actually क्या करना है, that clarity a lot faster. If you can't, then you can even do it at home probably for most of the times, कि भाई 2 दिन के लिए मैं फ़ोन वोन ऑफ करूँगा, मुझे बस अकेला रहने दो, मुझे कुछ चीज़ें सोचनी है, कुछ क्लैरिटी चाहिए। बिकॉज़ दीज़ थिंग्स हैव टू, मैं मुझे जो लॉजिकली सही लगे मैं बोल दूँ, लेकिन इट विल नॉट फील करेक्ट टू यू। इट हैज़ टू बी योर डिसीजन एंड यू हैव टू कम टू द स्टेट टू मेक द डिसीजन। दिस इज़ हाउ यू गेट टू दैट स्टेट। मुझे क्या डिसीजन लेना चाहिए आपको नहीं बोलना, दैट्स फॉर यू टू डिसाइड। मुझे कैसे वो डिसीजन पे आ सकते हो, दैट आई कैन हेल्प यू विथ, दैट्स माय जॉब। सो या, I want to open a YouTube channel on fitness style training. Some advice. Don't overthink it. Like I have overthought content on this channel कि भाई perfect होगा तो ही डालूंगा। अब मैं बस ऐसे ही लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ भाई, मैं अपने स्टडी रूम में बैठ के कर रहा हूँ ये। दिस इज नॉट अ परफेक्ट लाइव। मेरा ऑडियो एडिटेड नहीं है, मेरे वीडियोज एडिटेड नहीं है, पता नहीं कुछ आ भी रहा है कि नहीं, बट that's the only way you can get started because consistency will triumph anything on this algorithmic race. बेकार वीडियो बनाओ, लेकिन पहले बेकार वीडियो से कंफर्टेबल हो जाओ ताकि आपका अच्छा वीडियो आपके कंसिस्टेंसी को हैम्पर ना करे। So yeah. Anyway, Parth Sharma, the issue is not that I'm so much attached to my UPSC goal that I'm not able to let it go. इसलिए देख पार्थ शर्मा, I have now lost your first comment का context because these comments are coming after six comments. इसलिए come live. I have added the link of Google Meet. You need the I need the context. You need to give it in one whole writing. These things I'm just lost now. I'll have to go back to my older thought which I can't. How to talk confidently? By becoming confident. This is a very dumb thing to say, but the more confident you get within yourself, the more it will start translating to your speeches, your actions, your body language and personality as a whole. तो हाउ टू टॉक कॉन्फिडेंटली, यू कैन फेक इट। ठीक है, वो भी है, बॉज इन कोर्स बना के भेज देंगे कि भाई ऐसे बात करो, यहाँ पे रुको, ऐसा सोचो, ऐसा एक्टिंग करो, यू विल लुक मोर कॉन्फिडेंट। बट इफ यू एक्चुअली वांट टू स्पीक कॉन्फिडेंटली, जहाँ पे आप हो भी कॉन्फिडेंस, मतलब हो भी कॉन्फिडेंट, then you have to first become confident and then speech or expression becomes a part of your confident identity. Ankit has sent it. All right, let's go. Oh wow. Oh
Definitely.
wow. My mic was muted. Jesus. Fuck. None of these guys could hear me. Oh my god. That was such a good conversation and none of you all could hear me. Goddamn. Anyway. This is what happens. Shit. No idea. Feels like okay. No worries. No worries. I don't know how would I be able to fuck this. This was a good conversation though. Anyway, long story short, if you aren't Ankit, you recap whatever that you have learned right now. Recap so that people who might watch this later can get it too. Actually, they
Uh,
could hear you, and they couldn't even hear you. Or what? No, they could not hear my mic, but they could hear you. I guess, right? Anyway, हाँ बोलो.
yeah, so the crux that you said was only like I need to start working on myself, like get myself out from my home and do things that make me better rather than like depending on the girl. Yeah.
All right. So I don't think they could even hear you. Oh my good lord, this was oh wow. Happens. The very first live stream. Can't expect shit. But yeah, anyway, no worries. This was okay. In brief, I'll explain what happens. We spoke to Ankit for God knows how long, 15, 20 minutes, 10 minutes at least. The whole crux of it was he's 29 years old. He has always been nice to people. He is probably single. He has never been in a relationship. He gets attached and very invested in his female friends, and that tends to get into his way of life and starts bothering his daily activities, his productivity, and a lot of other things. He probably have had 4 or 5 crushes in his life, but he wasn't able to do much with it, which eventually did bother him because nothing turned out fruitful. Like nothing turned out, nobody gave him any leads, any attention, or whatever he wanted out of it, and it just kept bothering him, and it became a thing where he started suffering. Now he is self-aware enough to know that he needs to work on himself in terms of becoming more confident. He doesn't feel, even though he sounded very confident when we were having the conversation, he felt that he still needs to work on his grooming because he is not very confident about the way he looks. He needs to work on his fashion because he's not confident about the way he dresses himself. He needs to work on his fitness. He needs to get a better sense of his identity and his confidence as a whole. But having said all of that, the thing that kind of made me look into it in a very clear cut, like how do I say, in a very algorithmic ways, there is a pattern to why most guys or most introverted guys go through this particular phase in their life, or why do they go through it. So what's with Ankit is very common to even my past. If I would look at it, if on a scale of 1 to 10 is what I was giving the other guy the example, if on a scale of 1 to 10 my confidence levels are at 5, or not even 5, 5 is still medium, 3 or 4, right, I'll always feel very intimidated by the whole idea of taking risks worth of confidence level 6 or 7. Here the risk is Ankit asking out the girl that he likes, or he being able to express his feelings for somebody he's invested in, which is a risky job for somebody who doesn't want to be confronted, because confrontation on its own is a very risky thing to do. Now, one of the goals, or one of the confusions or misunderstanding that the men have, most men that I would work with have, is they think if they're at this level of 3 or 4 in terms of social or romantic or dating confidence, if they somehow end up dating a girl who's probably at the level of 6 or 7 in terms of confidence, if it'll automatically take their confidence to the level of 6 or 7, which does happen, by the way. Like if you would see somebody who's very financially distressed, very poor, from confidence level he's probably at 3 and 4, and then all of a sudden, why do you think this get rich quick schemes sell so much? Why do you think the pyramid schemes are so prominent and relevant in country like ours? Because people think I am so deep down under the fucking rug that one miracle can restore my faith and confidence in myself, and then I can do whatever the fuck I want. But I need that big win. Everyone who is below their average confidence self desperately seeks that big win. Like every 20-year-old I will meet, every 18-year-old I will meet in their colleges, whatever, they all desperately want that big epic win, because they are so far down in the drain of their confidence that they think one big win can restore their identity, and that they can then use to do other things in their life. In this case, it's the romantic and dating confidence. In this case, it is having that one girlfriend, that one girl which will probably restore my confidence in myself. The tricky part is this is a very rare case to happen. Like, it is very rare that for somebody of that substandard confidence to probably end up being with somebody or end up achieving anything in terms of career too, which is way above their confidence levels. So what do you do then? What is the more practical way? The more practical way is to level up your confidence from 3 to 4 to probably at 6 or 5 or 6, so that the level 7 confidence becomes a lot more approachable, a lot more challengeable, and a lot more doable than absolute anxiety. Like, the moment you get your confidence levels from -4 to 6, you'll not feel the risk of asking the girl out. You'll not feel the risk of stating your emotions to the girl or expressing yourself to the girl. You'll not feel the risk of losing out on that friendship or relationship if she says no or politely declines, because now you know ki even if she rejects it, my confidence is not going to be shattered, because my confidence, at least the level of 6 confidence, is independent of her reaction. Similarly, your in terms of career too, if your level of confidence, if your base confidence is at 6 and 7, and you start a business or you do your own thing or you make a career move, even if you get rejected by 250 interviews, or if you don't get funded for your startup, or you can't get through your business, your base confidence does not changes, it does not shake, because you know for a fact I get to restore my base confidence irrespective of these new outcomes or these new challenges that I seek. Will winning at these challenges increase my confidence further? Fuck yes. There is no denying the fact that if you're already at level 7 confidence, winning in this area of your life, like you actually ending up with a great startup or you actually finding a great partner, will make your confidence from 7 to 8 or 9. But 7 is also not bad place to be, and you can only go to your 9 or 8 when you are at 7. You cannot go to 9 when you are at level 3 or 4. But that's the problem I see most men bloody make or think of. They are scrolling on Instagram, social media, whatever, and they are seeing everyone is chasing that fucking level 9 and 10 confidence level things, but they are still stuck at 3, and they think that one, if only I could be handed over that level 8 ka confidence, I can probably then do anything else in life. That's not how it works. So that was the brief summary of whatever we had spoken. That you need to get to your routines, you need to do a few things independent of any foreign outcomes, which builds your daily confidence levels from 3 to 6 or 7. Only then will you have enough trust and faith in yourself to go out and seek and do things which demands the confidence levels of a 7 or 8. Does that if that makes any sense? What are the few things you can do to get your confidence levels high? Start lifting weights or start working on your fitness. Either go out on a run or go to the gym and start picking up weights, not for the aesthetic of it, but just for the psychology and the confidence of it. The moment you go into the gym, spend 1.5 2 hours picking up weights and putting it down, the moment you get out, you will feel a psychological fucking difference in your confidence. Start meditating, it'll calm down your overthinking, you'll get over a lot of your negative talks that you do to yourself, and you'll start thinking things productively, especially after a good workout session. Your fashion, your grooming, the way you look, the way you feel about yourself, the way you see yourself, changes your whole identity, your whole perspective towards your own self. If you don't think you look good enough, if you don't think you can visually present yourself the best way you can, then that is the energy you are going to project to others as well. Ki, dude, I good enough, I know I don't. You're not going to state it out loud, but that subconscious energy will be translated to anybody and everybody speak, especially in terms of dating. Ki, I know I don't look good enough, but I'm so nice, like I'm very nice, I'm very empathetic, मैं बहुत सुन लेता हूँ, मैं बहुत समझ लेता हूँ, लेकिन मैं अच्छा नहीं दिखता, मैं जिम नहीं जाता. अरे भाई, that's you supplicating it. Why can't you supplement it? Why are you supplicating? There's a difference in supplication and supplementation, right? I would want you to complement and supplement things. I want you to add on to your empathy and kindness, not that be a compensating factor for your lack of grounding and confidence. I hope that makes sense. That makes sense, Ankit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. All right. I'll end the call. All right. Cool. That was Ankit. Fair enough. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Now that my audio is back, I wish, anyway, It's time. It's almost an hour. What time is it now? Oh, wow, 1 hour 10 minutes. Good. This was long. This was long. This was good. Barely what? This was not that bad. This was fun. Now I feel a lot more energized now that we into it. ये सारी मुझे ऐस देख अब क्या हो गया जब अंकित आया कॉल पे when he gave us the whole context to it was a lot more easier for me to go through things bit by bit and to the details. आप जब सिर्फ कमेंट करते हो मुझे कमेंट पढ़ के मैं जितना वेगली समझ सकता हूँ मैं उतना वेगली जवाब दे पाता हूँ otherwise it just becomes a bit difficult to understand the context of things and tell things otherwise. So इसीलिए please try to come live, have your opinion. And I know some of you might be underconfident to probably have your face and all of it, but this is a safe space. डालो अपना शक्ल बढ़ेगा कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं तो फिर if we can't even look at you objectively, if you can't even express yourself, then how will we even critique and improve? अगर if you can put up your face to, then we can even tell you what to do to your physical self. This could even be a 5 minute image consultation जिसके लिए मैं बहुत पैसे लेता हूँ, but it could be done to you for free so that you can actually start doing the right things which will make you look sexy and attractive and not just experimenting in the market. But yes. All right, cool. I will wrap this thing up. It's been a while. इतना ही था टाइम मेरे पास, but this is something we will do every Sunday. I'm excited about it क्योंकि नहीं करता यार कोई बेंच इस देश में तो कोई बात ही नहीं कर रही मतलब बात ही नहीं कर इस देश में कोई बात ही नहीं करता about men's self improvement the way it should be talked about. Men's self improvement shouldn't only be about the Andrew Tate, red pill, confidence, hustle, muscle. That's a very essential part of it, but that's not the only part of it. And this is the channel where I'll probably want to do the both the side of the thing that we spoke to Ankit about, the side of empathy where you're nice, where you're genuine, when you're grounded, you're clear, but you're also bloody confident. You also have the strength to go achieve your goals and do things and live the whole life of a successful, happy man, right? Otherwise, what's the point? Why are we even here then? So, yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you so much. This was fun. I will see you all next Sunday, hopefully. Yeah. Bye. Use the code Jahin, teambasics.com.